So after a ridiculous number of tries, I never did get the VAR part. I kept setting the alarm off on at least one of the three console or one of the three places every single time. So many times I was so close, and then something happened at like the last second. Sometimes a lot of times it was on the third console when I was like almost to the end, and I just tripped over a laser or did something at the last second that messed it up usually. But was able to get all three consoles every single time. I just for some reason kept setting alarms off and never got an Avara part. I don't know if those two things matter, but just letting you know, I gave up. I don't know. I had to do at least 10 tries. I don't know how many I did, but I just kind of gave up on it after a while. Went ahead and did some other things. I did the assassination mission a few times to get their other Valkyrie parts. I don't have the blueprint yet, but the master rank test came up, so I'm going to do the master rank test here shortly, but just wanted to get up to date on what was going on first here. So let's see here. Warframes. So I don't think we bought the Valkyrie blueprint yet. I think I was about to, and I realized I still don't have enough credits for it. I seem to be having a crisis where I'm running out of credits lately. That's okay. I've been kind of starting to work my way through the next planet, slowly but surely. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to go find a way to make more credits, and gonna do that master rank test. And there's a few quests right now I could be working on, but for most of them, I'm just not really ready to do them yet. I thought about what other Warframe I get, and I would get, and Limbo actually is pretty high up on that list. I think Limbo would be pretty handy for a few things. Unfortunately, all the things I can use Limbo for, the nullifier really throws a wrench in that. So nullifiers will, because I really like to use the stasis bubble. And anytime a nullifier touches it, it's just going to disappear, which makes it really hard when you're fighting against things that can do that. But, I don't know. I might change my mind again. But I never figured out what my second Warframe is going to be yet. But I have been leveling some weapons and getting stuff ready. I'm leveling the Fragger lately, this big, huge hammer I have on my back. Which isn't too bad. I went and I bought... So, this is another thing I want to point out. If you go to the market, after you get established, this is also another reason why I'm out of credits at the moment. And you go to companions. A lot of these sentinels, you can buy the blueprint for 100,000 and build it. It takes about a day to build it or whatever. I don't know if you can do it for that one. No, okay, you can't. But I went ahead and bought the shade one, and the reason I bought the shade one is because this Warframe can turn you invisible for a certain amount of time. And I thought it might help when I go to do spy missions. So, for now, I'll have that. Let's start building that so I have it for tomorrow. But I was opening some random relics at some point today. I did get this Healer's blueprint, but I also got a couple parts for the Bratton. But turns out one of the parts come off of an Axie relic, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that. I mentioned before I did fight the Stalker, and I did get the bow off of him one time. And as far as Warframes, I think you've already seen all that. Except for I don't have Valkyrie's blueprint, but I do have the 3 parts for Valkyrie. I would start building them, but unfortunately that takes credits too. So there's no point in me starting these 2. Good news is I've been getting lots of neural sensors. So I don't think there's much chance of me running out of them anytime soon. Yeah. I can't get all the parts to Protea because there's parts of it that are really hard to get. I could build Nyx. I can build I believe it's Mag, and I think Rhino is the other one I could build as well. Even though I haven't bought this last part for Rhino, I could go farm some plastids and build it, I'm sure. But really having a hard time deciding. Oh, apparently I got a Meza blueprint during one of the relics I was opening too. I only had Lith relics to open, so I was opening up some Lith relics. But I was thinking about the Warframes I could get without having a dojo. And there's only so many. Let's see. This is pretty much the list. Normally I would say Ember, but Ember's a little different now. Hydroid would be nice. I could probably go back and try to get Hydroid. Hydroid would be real nice for a lot of different reasons. I could get the rest of the parts for Necros and build Necros. The reason I haven't done Necros yet is because the blueprint itself is 100,000. So there we go, back into me running out of credits again. So, and then Hydroid, it's not quite as bad, I guess. But you get the Hydroid parts from, I believe, from beating this boss guy here on Earth. The heck? Which,
why are these fools still
I don't know if I can fight him yet. But I think I would be able to fight him now. Maybe another master drink. I think it said 6 or something before, so we'll see. Anyway, back to the Warframes. So I have no idea which one I would go with as my second one for now, but I've been trying to think about it and think about what I would do. Saren's out because Saren and Meza come from the last 2 planets, so until I cleared the whole star chart out, there's no way I would get them. What else? I'd like to find somebody who does some kind of area damage. Ash is too hard to get now to get near the beginning of the game. Because now, to get one of the parts, it requires you to have the railjack for sure. Probably for all the parts, actually. Or to have Excalibur. If I clear some more of the star chart out, I can go do the quest to get Excalibur Prime at some point here in the future. Don't think we could get all the parts of Gauss. I think that's from not distribution. I can't think of the name of it. Disruption. I think Gauss is from Disruption. So that really narrows down a Mirage. Mirage would actually be pretty good. I'm trying to remember where the parts from Mirage drop at. And then stuff like, I don't see him one here. There are some we could get that, even though you don't get the blueprints this way, you get the blueprints from quests that we could do too. Pretty sure Banshee's one of the ones that come from the dojo. Yeah, so if that wasn't the case, Banshee would be a good one to try to get. Atlas comes from a quest way later in the game. Now, have to forgive me, but I keep calling this guy Ree, but apparently it's just Gree or something. Comes from a quest later on, I believe. Yeah. When you do the Zaramon stuff, which is a lot further along than we are. So, I don't know. Here's Avara. I would have to clear all the planets out eventually to get all the parts for her. The other... There's Loki. Loki is also a frame that can turn invisible, which is a possibility. But I can't remember what planet Loki drops on either. But I got a feeling it's a couple more planets up, because Neza I know comes from the dojo. That's one of the dojos, I believe. I can't remember Oberon because I don't know if that's true because I swear I've gotten. Oh no, not overall parts. I've got. I think it's Haro parts dropping from different missions. Wisp, I think I need to do the Ravelous maybe for that. Yeah. Can't do that yet until something else. There's another quest I have to do before that. But I have no idea who I'm going to pick, but I'm sure I'll come up with some idea at some point of which one I want to use and figure out a way to do it. Where are lavas? Trying to remember where this one comes from. Orphix. Oh, okay. Well, that's. It's gonna be, well, Hildren's really nice, but you have to pretty much have max fashion with Fortuna just to get to that part, to get to that fight. Unless you piggyback with somebody else, which I'm not really gonna do that stuff. So far, it's looking like Frost is not a bad choice as a secondary. I will get up to where I can get Chroma at some point. Chroma's not too bad. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. For now, I'm just going to keep collecting all the parts for these different Warframes. I believe Wukong is also from Dojo. Yeah, okay. And Zephyr as well, I think, right? Yep. So you can see the benefit if you were able to join a dojo that already has research done at the beginning of the game. I'm thinking about doing a Ureli quest. It's really irritating and kind of hard to do some of the you have to do some tricks on hoverboard, and the first few phases of it I don't think are really that, just to get the blueprint, are not really that bad, but some of the, oh, apparently you have to get reports from the dojo as well. Well, that's a bummer. That means that won't happen. It's been a while since I did Ureli. Apparently I forgot about that part. But yeah, the Wave Rider quest, you can get the blueprint, which is nice. But, oh, I know one who would be fun. I just can't remember when you get to that, when you unlock that quest, but Octavia would be really fun as the second one. So, okay. So I can't remember when you unlocked the Octavia's Anthem quest, but Octavia would be a fun one to do, and that quest is fun to do. Although I gotta admit, the first time I ever did that quest, there may have been some cussing involved. You'll see why, but it has to do with jumping from between platforms a lot while getting shot at and stuff. It can be annoying. So that's after the second dream, so I still have a while before I can do that. That's not terrible, I guess. And I don't know how I will start the new strange yet, because I could have swore part of that quest involves scanning some stuff on Uranus, I think it is. Or at least I thought so. But I could be wrong. Because I thought that was a quest that leads to Lua, where you scan the sentinels and it opens up, but I might be mistaken. So anyway, that's all for now. I'm going to do the Master Rank test, and then I will get back with you all later on and figure out something else.